there are people who have accounts, and it's just like a stationary camera, and they're just eating. It's just
like you're watching me.
Yeah, and then
eating.
on the side, commentary, so people can log in, and it can be. I don't know if it's a membership thing.
So it's kind of like Twitch for eating, like say Facebook Live, but you're doing it with video games.
Oh.
Like a live feed, so you can play your video game and talk.
Do you
like
play video games?
I only play like retro games.
Oh, I was like, is that retro game? No, it's a genre of games. Like Donkey Kong?
Yeah, I got one of those Raspberry Pis. Do you know what those?
No. Do I have to like Urban Dictionary this? Like, okay, what else were you saying?
Pop-ups, yeah. It's a mini computer that only costs like 20 or 30 bucks. And you can program it to do a whole bunch of things. But one of the things that you can program it to do is to emulate all these old school video game systems like Atari, Nintendo 64, Sega.
Is it only for video games?
No, but that's one of the common uses for it.
You can either do video games or secure your home or office. It's that good.
Or yeah, I don't know, like whatever you can imagine to program it for, you know, like.
Can I do podcasting with it?
Yeah, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we should try it one time.
No.
Why?
Unless you're like one of those techie guys where you can just take a motherboard and just program it to do anything. You have to kind of have a plan where I want to buy this Raspberry Pi for it to do this, and therefore I'm going to look up all the tutorials in the world that can help me get to this one point. So it'll let you know what extra things you have to get for it or what programs you need to put on it.
Well, how did you find it?
A friend turned me on to it because he had it at a party. I'm like, wow, we can play all these old school video games. And he's like, yeah, you buy the Raspberry Pi. But the only thing is, you can't just buy it with all the games on there because it's totally illegal, right? So you have to go out and find ROMs, which you go, like all these games.
I understand the FBI is big money.
I would like the names of your cohorts and perhaps emails and physical addresses if you have them, and when they will be home. Perhaps in the PM hour, I could drop by for follow-up questioning.
Is he a distributor? I mean, how did he get you hooked? Were you drinking?
Yeah, I was drinking, but to be fair, I'm drinking a lot of the time, so.
Are you drinking now?
No, I'm hungover now, but I'm not drinking. Okay. It's kind of like that whole School of Rock thing.
What do you mean?
I'm hungover. Does anyone know what that means? Like, that means you're drunk. No, I was drunk yesterday.
I'm totally not listening to anything Fernando's saying because I'm hearing the revving and the drifting, and we're going to have video evidence of how we died.
When that wheel comes, it just takes off.
Oh no!
It's more like it's hitting me, and then your reaction, like.
I'll be like, I called it.
Because it's gonna hit this way, so I'm gonna look fine. I'm just gonna look stunned.
By including it in the video, I hope maybe I should like blur out like any
faces.
Yeah.
Welcome to the West Side Party.
Almost central. It's more central.
Yeah, that's true. Although a person in town wouldn't know any better.
Badassery here at the park. Now you gotta
Central
understand.
Drift.
You gotta understand, on Sunday afternoons, it's really quite lively as we're heading into the springtime. Now, a lot of these kids, they're just out of school, they're fresh with their certificates, their ASE. They just want to prove that they have what it takes to go all the way.
Spread those wings.
This is great. Fernando, look out! Oh, there they go.
Oh,
Bye.
they're leaving. Aww.
That's awesome.